Yeah.
Welcome back to Turner Classic Movies. Tonight's guest programmer is Mark Weiss. Hi, Mark.
Oh,
Welcome.
thank you, thank you. It's great to be here. I can't tell you what an honor it is and what a big fan I am of Turner Classic Movies. My family makes fun of me because it's the first channel that I turn on when I walk in the room, and it's the only one I want to watch. So, in fact, for my birthday, as you can see back here, I got a big picture of Kim Novak.
Yeah, that's
Um,
supersized.
to show just what a big classic movie fan I am. So it's great. It's an honor. Thank you very much.
And what movie do you have for us tonight?
Well, it's I would bet that the movie that I'm picking tonight is one that no one else is going to pick throughout the
Hmm.
process. Um, and it's he definitely is not an underrated president of the United States, but I think he was an underrated actor, especially early in his career. Prior to World War II, and when he started, he made a lot of very good movies. In fact, some of his early comedies, like Nine Lives is Not Enough, I thought he was excellent. It was really funny, and he did Newt Rockney All American. He did
Oh, I take it you're talking about Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh,
You're
nice.
right.
Nice.
He did, as I said, Newt Rockney. He did Desperate Journey and Santa Fe Trail with Errol Flynn. Um, and everyone picks King's Row is typical when you talk about his movie career. Uh, but I even liked a lot of his early stuff. He did a four-series movie, kind of a uh, early Indiana Jones kind of serial where he was Brass Bancroft,
Hmm.
and you can look at that now and it's very entertaining. But I didn't pick King's Row.
Okay, so what did you pick?
The movie I picked is The Winning Team.
Oh, with Doris Day.
Yeah, it's in fact, it's one that he can, he has said several times that it's his favorite movie. I think part of that is, he was a very good athlete. He was played football in college, and he was in his early career was a sports announcer. He announced baseball games on the air. So, in being this is a baseball movie where he's portraying Grover Cleveland Alexander, it's just a great movie, and I love Doris Day too. Um,
Nice.
so that's the one I picked, and he's got a special place in my heart, not only for all that he's done for the United States, obviously being president, everybody knows his contributions, but back in '96, which was a little after he announced he had Alzheimer's.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I was on a plane back from Cleveland. I was just feeling bad that I had never told him what he meant to me personally and what he had done for the country. So out of the blue, I wrote him a letter, and the next week I get a letter back asking me to call his office, and so I did, and his chief of staff goes, Mr. Weiss, would you like to come out and meet the president? He'd like to meet you. And I'm like, after I pull my jaw
Right,
up
right.
off the table, I said, well, of course. And so me and my family went out and met him, and it was just such an honor. But the touching part was my daughter at the time was about 7 years old, and we were thinking, what can we get the president of the United States? And at the end of the day, we said nothing. There's nothing we can give him that would really be something he's never had before. And so my daughter sat down and she drew a picture, and he always described America as the shining city on the hill.
That's right.
And so she drew this picture of a shining city on the hill. And when she presented it to him, he stooped down to her level and took the picture and just said, is this for me? And uh, thank you so much. And it was just a touching scene. And to have that recorded, for my daughter for later on is just unbelievable. So
That's a great story. Okay, then from 1952, here is the winning team with Ronald Reagan.